Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about Disney Plus and the future, and not looking so bright as of right now. So we got some breaking news that came out of Hollywood Reporter, and it's very heartbreaking. It was Tiana Disney Plus series shelved by Walt Disney Animation. What? Are you kidding me? And then to keep it going, from Hollywood Reporter, abandons long-form streaming content. What? Not that long ago, a huge investment in teams and just manpower went into creating this huge workload to create Disney Plus series. It was like a whole studio dedicated to Disney Plus series. So this is just heartbreaking on all sorts of levels. My goodness. First announced in 2020, Disney Plus show was envisioned as a musical featuring Annika Noni Rose reprising her role as Tiana, Disney's first black princess from The Princess and the Frog. Abandoned. You know, I had to look it up, and one thing I found right here, because the whole thing with Disney was they wanted to connect Tiana, the Disney Plus show, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It was all supposed to be connected. The ride that came to the Disney parks. It was synergy. I looked up this article on MSN, and yeah, it's all here. They expected it to connect. Tiana's Bayou Adventure takes place about a year after the events of The Princess and the Frog. And where do we go? I think it's right here. The Tiana show was previously announced back in 2020. That's how long we've been waiting for Tiana. I couldn't believe my eyes when they announced Tiana. And then at some point, Tiana's getting a ride. The momentum has just been lost completely in 2025. Along with the Moana series, but production has been scant. Here we go. There hasn't been news about the Tiana show in quite some time. It was originally supposed to debut in 2022. That's when we were supposed to get the Tiana show. It was pushed back to 2023, then 2024, and now gone. Never. The answer is never. If the Tiana show summary is still accurate, this is what it was supposed to have been. It will see Tiana setting off for Moldonia, where her husband Naveen hails from, and stepping up as Crown Prince. Prince? I don't know. But her New Orleans heritage is still a huge part of her life. The setting difference means the story of Tiana's Bayou Adventure won't have significant plot ramification for the show. An Imagineer that Polygon spoke to at the event maintained that the ride is about a specific story in a specific moment, hearing Tiana's foods. But it's hard to imagine that some of the details established by the ride, especially Tiana managing an employee-owned company, will be totally ignored by the upcoming show. Smith's words imply that Walt Disney Imagineering and Disney Animation Studio have been working together at least a little to establish canon for Tiana. After all, Tiana is a business owner, chef first, and princess second. Leaving behind the restaurant and business she worked her whole life for doesn't seem like a Tiana way. Well, they couldn't figure it out. It wasn't the way. This is just wild news, man. All right, Hollywood Reporter. Walt Disney Animation Studio has officially pulled the plug on its Tiana Princess series as it abandons making original long-form content for streaming. The Hollywood Reporter has learned. As a spokesperson confirmed, there will be some layoffs in its Vancouver studio. It's probably going to be a lot, as a result of this shift in business strategy. In addition to Tiana series, the studio is also scrapping an unannounced feature-length project that was going to go straight to Disney Plus. Wow! Oh, what was that? Dude, millions and millions of dollars down the drain. That's all that says to me. Tiana was first announced in December 2020 and was envisioned as a musical feature. Okay, we already read that. The source close to the streaming series says that despite best efforts, including several changes to the creative team, Tiana ultimately could not get to where it needed to be given production cost. Dude, 5, maybe even more years of production cost. I can't believe it. A storytelling company as powerful as Disney couldn't get Tiana to where it needed to be to put it out straight to streaming. Like, this is just unheard of. Wow, I don't want to believe this. Like, I just feel like this is not true. Still, the Princess and the Frog remain a key property for the company, as Tiana is one of Disney canon princesses. Last year, the Splash Mountain attraction was revamped at both Disney US parks and transformed into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And the animation studio is set to developing a separate short form special inspired by The Princess and the Frog, which is currently in early development. Like, I don't even want to believe that. I don't even take that serious. Though details of the project remain under wraps, nobody cares anymore. It's expected to feature all new storytelling based on the 2009 film, with Joy Cherie attached as director and writer. Oh my gosh. The decision to shelve Tiana, the unannounced Disney Plus movie, and the unannounced Disney Plus movie follows last year's news that Pixar would no longer prioritize developing long-form episodic content after the release of Dream Production Win or Lose on Disney Plus. Has that show debuted? Ain't nobody care about that show. Nothing. There's zero hype for Win or Lose. During the pandemic, some Disney execs, including the then CEO Bob Chapek, pressed its various film silos to make original content for Disney Plus in order to grow subscribers. Which makes sense, right? Put new content, very powerful content with all your IPs on Disney Plus to keep growing the subscribers. It makes sense. It's a great model. What does Disney Plus do now that they're just kind of abandoning the long form content or just shows? We're just going to get shorts, I guess. Like, is shorts enough to keep people paying and chugging their ads? All the ads you get on Disney Plus? And I don't know, man. This is not looking good. Wild. Walt Disney Animation Moana 2. I'm so shocked that even got out. Because that Moana 2 was part of that studio. It was originally conceived as an animated series before being reimagined as a theatrical release. The decision that paid off in spades and led to $1 billion plus run at global box office before its debut March 12th on Disney Plus. Can't wait. I enjoyed the Moana 2. I enjoyed it the second time more. Like, I don't know. I appreciated it a lot more the second time in the theater. Where it's expected to generate huge numbers. Yeah, Moana is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful IP for Disney. And you know what they do? They give her this water walkthrough at Epcot. Like, not even proper dark ride, possibly even a land, restaurant, a beautiful backdrop meet and greet. None of that. They give her a water walkthrough. Oh, man. Where does expect? Okay, the first Moana, released in 2016, became a cult classic. Most watched streaming movie 2024. Yeah, it seems like every year Moana #1 movie. That alongside with 1.7 billion earned by Inside Out, biggest movie of 2024. Inside Out has taken so long to get to Disney Plus. That was crazy. Proved that theatrical is its animation's greatest strength. Damn. So they're just abandoning shows. I think this is just money is finally speaking. They're like, this wasn't making money, but look at the movies and how successful and quality was put over there. Yeah, I guess with shows they were just not they were not making anybody happy. I think that's the right way to say it. Insiders say Walt Disney Animation remains committed to releasing one theatrical film per year in addition to other shorts, special projects. Zootopia 2 is slated for release November 26th with studio's new chief creative officer Jared Bush. Tapped to direct and writer with Disney vet Byron Howard also directing. An unannounced feature is calendared for November 2026, while third installment in the blockbuster Frozen franchise is set for November 2027. Well, November 2027, they're for sure going to make money. Frozen is just the popularity is out of this world. Short form is widely popular on streaming. Bluey, which Disney Plus licenses, was the most watched show in the US last year, according to Nielsen. Disney Animation past short form streaming projects include the Emmy Award winning Zootopia Plus and Baymax series. You know, them being that successful with Bluey, I think that's just the way they go. Keep licensing things that would be very popular on Disney Plus. Like, why not? Use your power of subscribers to license on Disney Plus. Crazy. It's just crazy because like Disney Bluey is not Disney, but they've licensed it to Disney, so it is Disney right now. We just got Bluey meet and greet on Disney Cruise Line. We're about to have Bluey of some sort at the Disney parks too. Um, they just keep doing that. Keep the licensing power up. Wild news. I just wanted to report on this, and it's just a sad day. In reality, we have to ask the question: why did all this happen? Um, does this kind of like does this put like a stain? Does this kind of put like a nasty taste in your mouth when it comes down to Tiana's Bayou Adventure and the whole story that it was supposed to be, and this continuation of Tiana into the Disney Plus show and beyond, wherever it would go? Now it's kind of like things just got halted right at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and we don't know what connections are going on or where her story's going to go. I don't know where Tiana's story's going to go. Oh, man. Before I get out of here, I do want to say I was having lots of conversations about Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Seems like anytime I see Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it's like in a negative light. The ride is struggling. The end Tiana still frozen in time, looking like a T pose. Um, the ride is just it almost feels like it's been cursed. Especially more importantly, the one in Walt Disney World, the Disneyland one. I feel like it's great. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, things are not working, but I still enjoy it. The one at Walt Disney World, unenjoyable. You just can't. I don't know. There's like this weird barrier that I just can't appreciate what that ride is. And for the most part, you can't help but think this was Splash Mountain. This is not Tiana's. This is Splash. I don't know. I can't help but think about Splash when I'm on the Walt Disney World one. I've been on both. The Disneyland one, sad to say, it's almost like Tiana took over. It's like the Mission Breakout feel. Like we lost Tower of Terror, Mission Breakout came, nobody cared. It was like, dude, this is Mission Breakout. You just kind of forgot what Tower of Terror felt like. And I feel like Tiana did that in Disneyland. It did a great job. It's very fun. And everything turned out great, at least here at Disneyland. Well, Disney World, not so much. They got animatronics. I saw a video of Lewis, like his neck in the bottom area where his head rotates. It's already falling apart. Animatronics just struggling. Mouths are not even moving when they're supposed to. And things are not looking very good over there at Walt Disney World. And, they deal with different complications that we deal with at Disneyland, especially when it comes down to weather, specifically weather. I asked the question, I really do, with all this shelving going on of Disney Plus and most specifically Tiana show, do you think Tiana, the ride, survives 10 years? It's a really great question. Does this survive 10 years over there at Walt Disney World? I'm really curious. Does it even make it to 15 if it goes that far? Because over there at Walt Disney World, they're looking different directions. They're losing Rivers of America for cars. You know, we're gonna have cars, uh, the Country Bear Jamboree, some pirate bar, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and then Thunder Mountain in the Villains. What the heck is? I don't know what's going on over there. Things very things are things are very odd at Walt Disney World. I don't know how else to say. It's very odd. Does Tiana's make it 10 years over there at Walt Disney World? I'm really curious. I don't know what they're gonna do. But yeah, that ride probably has to go down for a very long refurbishment. Nobody wants to hear that because they already got Thunder down for a very long refurbishment. They're going to soon have Rivers of America down for a long refurbishment, or just gone. It's not even coming back. Um, yeah, things are. It's just all interesting. It's all interesting, and we have the added pressure, Epic Universe, and all the buzz that's generating, and it's. I feel like right now the buzz is tremendous already, and this is only like previews to team members that really can't say much and spoil. Soon the medias are going to start coming, and then actual guests, paid guests. The buzz for Epic Universe is just going to be tremendous. So I'm just curious how all this turns out. Wild, wild story. Thank you to the Hollywood Reporter for putting all this out there, and can Disney steer the ship? This seems like the steering of the ship is not going to be a month thing, not even a year thing. It might take years to get back on track from such a big mishap, brutal mishap to the studio. What are your thoughts? Post in the comments. Would love to hear from you. Smash the like button. We're firing it down. Love y'all.